So for today's look, I'm super excited about it because I love the way that it ended up turning out, and it's going to be such a fun one. This is a look for Coachella. It's a Coachella inspired look, and yeah, I'm just so excited because I kind of created this on my own and I had an idea and I totally winged it and it came out really, really nice, I think. So I'm really, really proud of this look. I think it came out very nicely. I'm not going to Coachella or anything, but I mean, that doesn't mean I can't do my makeup for it. So yeah, if you'd like to see how to get this Coachella inspired makeup tutorial, then please keep on watching. Alright, so let's get started with the face first. So my face has been really dry lately. It has like dry patches and everything. So I'm going to go in with a hydrating spray. This is the Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, cucumber, and green tea. And this stuff has been amazing. It's been a lifesaver for me recently. It's so refreshing. So I'm just gonna... Once that's dry, I'm just gonna go in with some more primer. This is the Makeup Forever Step 1 Equalizer. Just making sure I'm in frame. Makeup Forever Step 1 Equalizer. I like to kind of just put a little bit here because it comes out really fast. So I usually just do it in the T-zone, just like that. And it dries super quick, so I gotta make sure I rub it in quickly. After that, I'm going to go in with some more primer. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish. It's the original one. This is really smoothing and I have a little bit of texture going on, so I just want to make sure that my skin looks nice and even and smooth and all that. You guys can see that. Let me just zoom in a little bit. There we go. And I'm just going to do the face first, like bronzer, blush, everything like that first. Just so it kind of goes by faster and it's a little bit more in order. So Smashbox Studio Skin 15-Hour Wear Foundation. You guys know the drill with that. Just pump a little bit on the back of my hand. Let's see. I love this foundation. If you're going to be at Coachella, definitely get this foundation because it's going to last all day. I promise you that. Beauty blender. Guys, I finally got a beauty blender. Are you so proud of me? I'm proud of me. And I love it so much. It's way better than the Real Techniques one that I was using. Remember, I used that one a lot. Well, I finally jumped on the actual beauty blender train and I'm in love. And I actually did do a self-tanner recently as well. So this might be a little light for me, but it's okay because we can go in with some bronzer and just bronze it up a little bit. I'm gonna go in with some Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Pretty much almost out of this, so I need to get some more concealer. I think I'm just gonna go back to my original Naked Skin concealer because I miss it a lot. And the Tarte Shape Tape is good, but I have a lot of dislikes about it, and yeah, I just feel like it's time for me to move on to bigger and better things. I always like to add my concealer onto the tops of my lid, just to get rid of any redness or darkness that I have. Now I'm just going to set my whole face with the RCMA No Color Powder. I've been using this lately and I do like it. It's a little bit different just because like the packaging is a pain in the ass. But it works pretty good. I feel like it's nothing like special. It's just kind of like any other ordinary powder for me. But what I like about it is that it doesn't have like flashback or anything for photography, and it doesn't make me look like even more pale than I am just because it's a no color. It's technically a translucent powder, but it's no color, so when you put it on it just kind of disappears like a translucent powder would, but they have a translucent powder and then they have a no color powder, so they're two totally different things from their line. And I have the no color powder because I hear that this one's better than the translucent, so that's the one I have. Next, I'm just going to go in and bronze with the NARS Laguna bronzer. I hit pan on this just the other day. I'm really sad because I really love this bronzer, hence the reason why I hit pan on it. So yeah, taking this Luxie 514 blush brush, but we don't use it for blush. We're using it for bronzer. I love this brush for bronzer because it's so soft and so fluffy, so it doesn't add a lot of product on It just gives the right amount and it blends it out so nicely. I'm not trying to do a harsh contour or anything. If you want to, by all means, do what you please, but I'm not into a huge contour look. I just like a really bronzy, summery, bronzed type of look. And I am pale right here on my face, so I'm just going to add a little bit of bronzer kind of just everywhere. Just to give my face a little bit more color and to match like my neck and my arms and everything like that. But for the majority of it, it is going into the hollows of my cheeks. Next I'm going to be doing blush, and of course Becca Songbird. Y'all know that's my favorite. I love it. It looks so natural on the skin, but it still looks like you're wearing blush in a way. Oh, I don't know. I just love it so much. I use this with literally every look, and it's perfect for the spring and summertime since it is kind of like, excuse me, since it is like a peachy color. Like, I can wear so much of this and it doesn't look crazy, you know what I mean? Next we're going to go in with some Glow, the Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit. So I'm just going to load up my brush. I think I'm going to go in with Glow Getter since it's going to kind of be like a bronzy look. Glow Getter, a little bit on the brush, tap the fallout. I'm going to spray my brush with some Fix Plus to intensify the glow when we put it on because it makes the world of a difference. Do you see that? Do you see that? I know you see it. And adding that Fix Plus really makes a difference in the glow. Highlight goes right on the tops of the cheekbones to add a nice sun-kissed glow. You can add as much or as little highlight as you want, but we don't play around here on my channel, so we are going to look like the literal sun. Long, I tend to notice that if I don't mix my highlight with some type of liquid or like something underneath it or with it, it won't last as long. It'll be kind of like the first thing to go. So I always make sure that I spray my brush with something or have some type of base before I put on the glow. Do my brows real quick off the camera and then we can move it right on to the eyes. Alright, so I just finished my eyebrows. Let me know if you want an in-depth tutorial about how I do my eyebrows because I did change up the way that I do them. So let me know if you want an updated routine for that and I can do that for you guys. So we're only going to be using two palettes today for the eyes, and that is going to be the Peach palette by Too Faced and the Smashbox Cover Shop Bold Eyeshadow palette. So we're going to be using both of those today. It's only going to consist of like 2 or 3 shadows. So it's going to be a super easy look, and then we'll get on to like all the other stuff later. First going to go in with the shade Puree, which is this like nice warm brown color. And that's just going to go right into the crease. This is going to be our transition shade. And this is going to go a little bit higher than the crease as well because we want to make sure that it helps to blend all the neck shadows that we're going to go in with. Add it on the corner as well. You can blow this out to be as smoky or anything as you want it to be. I'm kind of keeping it a little bit more subtle and a more bronzy look for today, but I am bringing it pretty far up because I want to help blend all the other colors we're going to go in with. I'm only going to do this eye on camera and I'll do the other one off camera. So once I'm done with that, I'm going to go in with Summer Yum, which is the shade right next to it. It's more of a red chocolatey color. And by the way, this is the MAC 217 brush. I know I told you guys that I wasn't a fan of it, but guess what? I'm a fan of it now. So I'm just going to put that right into the crease. And I'm not going any further than the crease like I did with the other one. This one is going to stay strictly into the crease area, no higher, because I really want this to deepen our crease color. And we can also put this onto the outer corners of the eye as well. And I want to kind of bring this out a little bit, almost like a wing, but not quite. It's just going to be a very blown out look. I should have something that looks a little like this. Now I am going to add some yellow to this look. I'm going to be using the yellow in the Smashbox palette. I love this color. It speaks to me every time. So I'm going to go in with some eye primer on a flat shader brush first because I want to make sure that this color pops. And then I'm just going to take a little angled brush, something very tiny that you have, and I'm going to start placing that here into the inner corner and packing it on. This doesn't have to be very neat. Like I said, this is a very fun and just kind of wild look. So you can kind of mess with it and play around with it and make it your own and how you want it to be. Alright, awesome. So you should have a little something like this with that yellow in the corner. I'm living for it. I love it, and I love how the bronze really ties it together. Oh, I love it. I think it looks so pretty. I'm so excited. Okay, so I'm not going to go ahead and add like a wing liner or anything. I want this to be very fresh, and I want the eyeshadow to be the main focus. And we're going to go in with lashes anyway, so I don't want to take away from that. So this is pretty much it. I'm going to go into the bottom lash line and kind of just do the same thing that we did here. So I'm going to go in with the Puree color and just put that right here underneath the lash line. Very blown out, like I said, kind of just following that. You see what I mean? It's very smoked out, very blown out. Then I'm going in with the Summer Yum, which is the more red shade, and go right on top of that as well. And with that, I'm actually going to go in with a little bit of the yellow, and I'm just going to add that right here. So this whole inside of the eye is going to be yellow, and the whole outside is going to be that nice bronzy brown color as well. So that's basically the eye look done. And then I'm going to just go ahead and add some mascara and some falsies, and I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I put on my eyelashes. These are the Ardell Demi Wispies. Look like this. Super pretty, and I just wanted to look very natural and like fluttery and flirty, and I really, really like them for that. So I'm going to go in with my lip color because we're almost done with the look, but we have other things to do. But first I want to put on my lip color. This is from ColourPop. It's in this shade Speed Dial. And that's Speed Dial. I think it's the perfect color lip for this look, so I'm really excited that it looks perfect. Alright, now for the fun part. So I'm going to do a couple dots here on the forehead because that's just like a classic Coachella thing to do. I'm going to be using the NYX White Liquid Liner. If you watched my previous video before this one, I'll link it down below. You know my feelings about this liner. We don't really get along that well, but she's back and ready to haunt me for today, so... So I'm just going to do a couple of dots like here on top of my eyebrows, and then I'm going to do a couple of other things, and then we're probably going to go in and add some glitter in just a bit, so stay tuned. And then I am just going to add a little pop of glitter right into the inner corners of my eyes, just a little bit. We're not going to go crazy here. Midnight Cowboy, Urban Decay, you know. Just to kind of add a little bit of pop. Alright, and I'm just going to spray a little bit of Fix Plus all over my face. So there you go, your makeup's done and you're ready for Coachella.